Welcome to Dr. Charles Speaks, a podcast for now. You've joined us for a special series of transformational talks, selected exclusively from Dr. Charles's corporate success calls. The 15-minute calls are designed to encourage leaders, activate your thought life, and prepare you for the challenges ahead. Dr. Charles joins every call with a blend of his personal experiences, his expertise as a John Maxwell certified mentor and coach, and of course, his more than 30 years of exceptional experience in both corporate America and ministry. Get motivated with Dr. Charles Speaks, a transformational talk from the Red Line on today's podcast, inspiring excellence and generating results.
Good day, my friends. You are on the Red Line Corporate Success Call, and I am thankful that you've joined me on today. This 15-minute call is going to make out for a great start of a new week, and the whole intent is that we want it to be positive, we want it to be encouraging, we want to inspire you, and certainly as a result of that, you're going to grow. It challenges yourself, this call, and it challenges you to be the very best that you can be. And it's 1 hour at a time. Sometimes it's 1 day at a time. But by the end of the week, I want you to feel good about what you've accomplished and what you contributed and what you've been able to share with others that have encountered your presence. And so on today, on the short time that we have, I want to start off with this quote. This quote says simply this: "You were born to win, but to be a winner, you must plan to win, prepare to win, and expect to win." You know, a leader is one who sees more than others sees. Not only that, who sees further than others see. And not only that, who sees before others do. So I want you to think in terms of where you're at and what you can be. The possibilities are great because you were born to win. And you got to believe that first. It starts with you in your belief that you believe in yourself. If everyone else doesn't believe in you, you got to start with yourself. But to be a winner, you must plan. You can't just say, I'm going to be a winner. You've got to be able to put some planning steps in there so that you can become better each and every day. And after you get through planning, you prepare yourself and you expect to win. Any coach that has ever won successfully, they don't hope to win. They expect to win every Sunday after they played the game. They expect to win before they play the game, that is. And so with you and I, after we have sat down and decided that which we are going to do, and we have a vision and a plan, then the expectation is that it's going to be successful. We're going to be able to help a lot of people along the way. It's going to make a difference in the lives of the people that we encounter, and we're going to be able to continue to grow and to grow others. A good leader has a vision. You heard me talk about vision before. They have a vision for getting to their destination, and that's what it's all about, is setting milestones, setting objectives, setting goals that you're going to go after. We do this in business, and so why not? Let's do this in our personal lives. We can set goals, and we can work our way towards them, and we can achieve them. But we shall never give up. And that's been my motto. Never, 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 ever give up. And so leaders, they understand what it takes to get there to the goal. They know who they need on the team to be successful. And they recognize the obstacles long before they appear on the horizon. And that's a good thing about having that foresight and having that insight, is that you've done your homework and you put together a team. I love to use sports analogies, and when you think about the teams they're putting together, the head coaches, they're putting together the football team, and they're bringing the leaders that are going to run the offense, that's going to run the defense, that's going to run the special teams, and they come together together and the players come together. But it starts with that head coach, what type of offense they want to run, what type of defense they want to have on the team, and how they're going to play the game and what types of plays that they're going to run. Well, in order to pull all of that off, the leader must have the foresight and the vision as to what success looks like, and they must be able to tune within themselves, to look within themselves and determine the strengths that they have, that they bring to the table, and identify the strengths that they don't have in others and bring them into the discussion and build a consensus. But the leader sets the tone with the vision itself, and then the followers, they come and complement the leader, and then all together they work together. They have the conversation, they have the checkpoints. They are continuously evaluating what's working, what's not working, what to change, what not to change, and it makes a difference. And as a result, you put together a winning team. And so a leader sees that they see the whole trip in their minds before they even leave the dock. They're always focused. It's just like the artist who's painting a painting. They've already have the vision of what that portrait is going to look like, and they begin to paint, and they work their way to see the manifestation of that painting. And that's how it works with goals that you set, whether it's in the company or whether you set personal goals. You have to be able to see it. You have to be able to identify the things that you need to be able to make sure that you achieve that particular goal, and you'll be able to be successful. And so today I just want to leave a few nuggets here that I think will help you navigate to reach that which you're striving for. One, you have to predetermine a course of action. And so what action you're going to take is no different than when you set out on a trip. You punch in on your GPS where you're trying to go. Here's from point A to point B. And you sometimes are given a choice. Here's the fastest route. Here is the short, the long route. And you take a choice, and you predetermine which one you're going to take, and you start to make your way along the highway to reach your destiny. But not only that, you lay out goals, and so you don't overcommit, but you have step ladder goals. So you achieve the first step, then you take it to the next step, and then you take it to the third step. And why is it that we do that? Because if we make it so big, we'll get discouraged so easily. We perhaps will just give up on it and stop trying, and then it just goes away. It just fades away. But as you're navigating your way to reach the goal and to obtain your vision, sometimes along the way you're going to have to make adjustments. Just like I said, with the GPS, you're driving down the highway, and all of a sudden the lady comes on and says, look, there's an accident 3 miles ahead, or there's a detour, and you get off on the exit and you make your way around that particular situation to get back on course. So you didn't give up. You just simply did a detour and adjusted your direction in terms of getting there. The thing that you want to do along the journey is always review your plan daily. Look at it and make sure that it is something that if you have to make the adjustments, that you could go ahead and do that. Remember this point here. Before good leaders take their people on a journey, the leader themselves, they go through a process in order to give the trip the best chance of being a success. And that is so important with experience, because when you have experience, as some folks would say, I've been there, done that, then you'll be able to take the lessons learned from that experience and be able to draw on that past experience. Because every past success and failure that you've experienced, it's going to be a valuable source of information and wisdom, and it will allow you to be able to be that much more effective in leading others and teaching others, because after all, they don't want to make the same mistake you made. And so with your experience and expertise, you're able to share what you've learned and to help others be able to not make the same mistakes. You know, one thing about successes, they teach us what we're capable of doing, and not only that, They give us confidence. However, our failures, and everyone has had failures, they often teach us greater lessons because when you've hurt yourself, you don't want to hurt yourself again. And so you take stock into what it is that you learned from that failure, and you begin the process all over again, or you make the changes that are necessary so that you won't fail again. Good navigators, what they do as they make their way along the road is they count the costs before even making the commitment for themselves and for others. And that's the one thing, to have a great ideal, but did you count the costs? And in counting the costs, we want to be careful that you don't talk yourself out of making the journey, but you just simply be realistic about the journey. You'll get there, and you'll be amazed along the way how help will come in, how unexpectedly you see a breakthrough, because in the beginning you didn't see it. But it's just as one of my mentors said to me once, he says, look, if you make the effort, God will make the way. And so that's the key in all what we do, is making an effort. No matter how much you learn from the past, it will never tell you all what you need to know in the present. And so it's good to remember that. No matter how good a leader you are, you yourself will not have all the answers. No one has all the answers. That's why we need people. We need people to support what it is that we're trying to set out and accomplish. And leaders know that. And one of the things that leaders have is having an eye, an intuition, and finding other leaders to accompany the goals, and not the goals, but the vision, and to help it manifest itself. Leaders also, they get ideals from many sources. I've always said we don't have to reinvent the wheel. We just simply can make it better. And so asking good questions, listening to people on the team, listening to people who are more experienced, it makes a difference in helping us reach where we're trying to go. And so the more we talk to people, whether it's inside the organization or outside the organization, they can be a mentor, they can be of assistance, and they will be someone who you can lean on and someone who can bring you the insights. So we've been talking about leadership as one that a leader sees more than others because they've done their homework, and two, who sees further than others because they have, they dream big, they think big, they're looking at the bigger picture, and they are set out to seeing it before others because they went ahead and, as they say, they went to the mountaintop and looked over the valley and they saw what it is that they wanted to accomplish, and they come back to the people, and the people take it in and they buy in on the vision, and the leader helps lead the rest of the team to reach the destination. Jim Collins, who wrote the book Good to Great, he said, you must retain faith that you will prevail in the end, and you must also confront the most brutal facts of your current reality. And that is balancing optimism and realism, intuition and planning. Faith and fact can be very difficult, but that's what it's going to take to be effective in navigating and reaching, that is, your destiny. This is the key to all that I'm trying to convey here, is that when you prepare well and you convey the confidence and trust to people, and you have prepared yourself well, then you will see positive results. You will be able to make a difference and get to where you're trying to get to. I want to thank you for today, for joining me on the call. This has been the Red Line, the Corporate Success Call, and you've been speaking with Dr. Charles. And I hope and I pray that you have a great, fantastic week. Until we meet again, this is the Red Line. God bless you. Have a great week, and let's go back to work.
Thank you for listening to Dr. Charles Speaks. Visit drcharlesred.com for booking info for your ministry, business, or leadership team. Get info about the Red Line, a 15-minute corporate success call each Monday morning with Dr. Charles. Follow Dr. Charles on all social media at Dr. Charles Red. Subscribe to the podcast here for every episode of Dr. Charles Speaks. Thanks for joining us. Like Dr. Charles always says, no matter what, never, never, never give up. Until next time.